Let me say something that many people don't want to hear. Love alone is not what sustains a relationship. And I know this might sound so uncomfortable, right? Because we have been taught over and over that love is everything. As long as we love each other, as long as we do not fight, everything is fine. But I want to tell you today that real life situation does not reflect any of that. Because I have seen people who truly love each other, but still they feel disconnected. Still they feel frustrated. And sometimes they even walk away. So the real question here is, if love is there, why does it feel apart? I once spoke with a woman who said something that stayed with me. She said, we love each other, but we fight a lot. We fight about everything. And when she said that, I knew she meant it. There was love there, but every conversation turned into tension. She felt like she wasn't being heard each time she speaks. On the other hand, the man too, he felt like he was constantly criticized. So what started as small misunderstanding slowly turned into emotional distance. And over time, the same love that brought them together in love in marriage was no longer enough to hold that union. Because with that constant communication between husband and wife, even love can feel frustrating. And this is where many relationships begin to struggle. Not because there is no love, but because understanding is already missing. Then there was another situation where everything looked so good from the outside. People view the both of you looking okay, doing so well in the relationship, but they were not together. They say the right things, but behind closed doors, there was something missing. Respect. Whenever a man feels disrespected in his home, he will no longer see who you are. He doesn't have to consult you to make any kind of decision. And slowly, one person began to feel smaller in the relationship. And that is the thing about disrespect. It does not always show loudly. Sometimes it shows in patterns. And when respect is missing, like I've said before, love does not feel safe anymore. There will be tension in the home. No one is feeling happy. No one is feeling to share. No one is feeling to discuss or communicate a lot. They start keeping to each other. Right? Tension is already in the family. It feels confusing. But then, there are couples who last. And what's interesting is they don't last because they don't have problems or they don't have love in their lives. They last because they have learned how to handle situations, how to show love, and how to invest other things that make marriage to work. It's not just love. They have learned to communicate even when it is uncomfortable, to resolve issues in their relationship and not letting things to linger. They have also learned how to respect each other even during disagreements. And most importantly, they keep choosing each other every day. Every day. That's one of the most important secrets I want to leave with you guys today. You have to keep choosing each other every day. Not just on the easy days, but especially on the difficult ones. So let's come back to the question. Is love really enough to hold a union, a marriage, a relationship? Or are there some other factors we need to invest and keep processing every day in the relationship? I know some people may say yes. But my question is, if you truly love someone, you will make it to work. But the reality is more complex than that. Because love without communication struggles. Love without respect becomes painful. And love without effort fades. So maybe the issue is not love itself. Maybe the issue is what we expect love to do. What love looks like in your relationship without the skills to support it. Love is the spark, but communication, respect, emotional maturity, that is the fuel in marriage. And without fuel, even the strongest spark will eventually burn out. So, if you are in a relationship, don't just ask yourself, do we love each other? Ask, do we understand each other? Do we respect each other? Are we building something that lasts? Something that can last? Because A lasting relationship is not something you find. It is something you create. You gotta build it. You build it with your spouse. You nurture it every day. You invest in it. You give effort. And that requires more than just love. It requires intention. You gotta be intentional in doing this, in building this union. So if you are in a relationship today and you're trying to figure things out yourself, you don't have to do it alone. You can book a free clarity session with me today. I will leave the link in the description. If this video resonated, comment, love is enough, or not enough.